How are you?
I'm excellent. You?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
I'm Jim.
Jim, nice to meet you. I am Spencer. So Jim, once again, I'm Spencer. I'll be your instructor today in this beautiful navy blue Lamborghini Huracan around New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I'm going to plug this into your helmet so you can hear me a little bit better.
Excellent.
And then just put your arm through this hole. Just let that hang like that. And then click the paddle on the right while you're holding the brake. All right. And hold here for just a second until he tells me to pull up.
Windows up?
We leave the windows down.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll go ahead and head up.
I'm stoked.
And we're going to go behind that Ferrari up there.
How close?
That's fine. So I'll be talking you through everything while we're out there, also using the hand signals like they talked about in class, and you did go to class, right?
Yes.
Did you? And you did the ride along too?
Correct.
Perfect. So just to go through that, I'll use this as roll on the gas. That's just a little gas at a time. We just want to be squeezing on that gas. Once we get that steering wheel straight, we can use as much gas as you want. At the 2 yellow cones, we'll lift off the gas. Red cones will brake. We want to get that braking done at the red cone so we can release the brakes, coast into the corner from the orange turning cone to the green cone. So there's some other orange cones out there just blocking off section of the track. So the orange turning cones will look just like that, where it's one setting up with one lane down beside it pointing. It'll point in the direction of the corner, and that's also when you want to turn. So if that cone is on my side of the track, that's the side of the track I want you on. Once you get your front bumper to it, then you turn in towards the green cone, which is usually on the opposite side of the track. I'm watching the mirrors. I'll worry about that. If we need to let someone pass, I'll let you know. And we'll get to one side or the other. We might brake a little bit, but we don't want to come to a stop. I'll point that car by, and then we can go back to doing what we're doing. But during that, I'll have my hand on the wheel, just because I can see what's going on, and you can't, just leave your hands on the wheel, but also don't fight. Which I think it's instinctual for some people.
I agree. I can see it.
And then if we need to pass a car, just wait for me to say it's okay to take that pass. But it's all about just being smooth, make sure we're leaving that extra space to the edge, and we should have some fun. Questions?
No, just one. I was watching a YouTube video of this at this track, and they had a 4-wheel steering Huracan.
That would be the Lamborghini Evo.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was a Huracan. Good.
Yes, we do not have that car anymore.
I could probably see why. I've never driven one, and in your seat.
Yeah, the 4-wheel steering did weird things on that car, and it made it a handful.
Well, I'd imagine, especially getting onto the throttle.
Yeah.
It would get tweaky.
Yes, it can. So the Porsche, the GT3 also has rear wheel steering, and it can be a little bit weird sometimes, but not nearly as bad as the Lamborghini was. If you drive the cars in the right way, if you drive it in the right way, it's no issue. It's just that sometimes if you stab the gas at a weird time, that's when that rear wheel steering gets weird. But we'll go ahead and follow these cars.
I keep looking for mirrors. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, I'm sure you'll still do it, but I understand. You're just not going to see anything else.
Never.
Driven something like this?
Never.
Alright, so let's just take it slow around this first corner, and that'll help get us some space between us and that Ferrari. So yeah, just hold like 10 miles an hour for now. Just leave 3 feet to that blue and white curb, and we can start rolling on the gas. Alright, a little more. Alright, and as much gas as you want to the yellow cones. Orange to the yellow. And then staying on your side. Brake. And release the brakes around this green cone. Good, a little bit of gas. We were a little close to that cone. Make sure we're leaving 3 feet. A little bit of gas. Good, a little more. So there's a seam right here, right in the middle. Just follow that seam. Going straight and then a slight right. And brake, aim for the orange cone. And we can release the brakes. And around this green cone. And we can start rolling on the gas. Coming out to the orange turning cone. A little more gas. Orange to green. Good. Over. And back around. Release the brakes into your side, a little bit of gas. Good, and we'll just go orange to green. Good, a little gas, all the way to the yellow cones. And orange to green. Good. And just carrying that speed. Make sure we're leaving 3 feet. A little bit of gas. And carrying that speed through here, orange to green. And as much gas as you want to use all the way to the yellow cones. Staying on my side. Release the brakes. Good, and we're heading around that green cone. And then we're just carrying that speed through here. Out to the orange cone. Orange to green. Squeezing on the gas, make sure we're leaving a little room. And as much gas as you want to use, all the way to the yellow cones. And gas, brake. A little more, harder. Off the brakes, leave a little room.
Oh, sorry. I'm heading for that apex.
Yeah. Orange to green. A little bit of gas. And we're just going to straddle that seam right here. Good. And back over to my side, brake. And let's just release those brakes. Bringing it in towards that green cone. A little bit of gas. Coming out to my side. Orange to green, carrying that speed. A little bit of gas. Coming out. And then bringing it back in. Alright, light brake. And release the brakes. In towards that green cone. Good. And just carrying that speed through here, orange to green. Good, little gas. And lift, orange to green. Good, just a light brake here. Off the brakes. Good, around this green cone. And we can start squeezing on the gas. Good, more orange to green. And as much gas as you want to use all the way to the yellow cone. And release the brakes. Bringing it in towards that green cone. Good, little gas. Coming around this green cone to the orange. Orange to green. And we can start squeezing on the gas, and as much gas as you want to use, all the way to the yellow cone. Gas, brake hard, harder, way harder, a lot harder. And then remember, staying wide around that cone.
My bad.
All right. And orange to green. A little bit of gas. Good, and we're just going to straddle the seam right here, over the hill. And brake, aim straight for that orange cone. And release the brakes, bringing it down towards the green. A little bit of gas, coming out to the orange cone. And towards the green. And we're just carrying that speed around, bringing it in. And release the brakes. And towards that green cone. Just carrying that speed, orange to green. A little gas. Alright, and orange to green. And just a light brake. Alright, and we are going to go in on this lap, okay? So we're going to follow that Ferrari into the pits. Nicely done, good driving.
Thank you, sir.
It's fun, isn't it?
Well, I'd like about 300 more laps.
Yeah.
I'm going into here? Or to
Over
them?
here.
Yep.
So we're going to go right behind this Ferrari.
Got it.
And he's just going to get a couple quick pictures, and then we'll pull over close to the red cones.